Back at Silly's Hard Facts 92.3 Nigeria Info. Sam Oracle Chinedu here. We're having conversations that border on politics. And for this conversation, the PDP has dissolved Bayelsa and Edo working committees. This is as the South-South Zonal Working Committee has dissolved the Bayelsa State Working Committee and replaced the Edo State Caretaker Committee due to alleged gross misconduct, poor performance, and internal crisis management. My guest, Dr. Robinson Ewor, the acting chairman of the PDP in Rivers State, says the members of that Zonal Working Committee are not recognized by the party. You're welcome once again, Dr. Ewor.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, it was speculative earlier, but now it has been confirmed. The governor of Delta State and the former governor, Okowa, have officially defected to the APC. Now, Dr. Ewor, for Okowa, who was the running mate of Atiku in the last election, the person who was the vice presidential candidate of the PDP in the last election, defecting to the APC, is it possible that we are not treating this problem as seriously as it is? Because that is a big deal.
It's okay. Thank you very much. I'm just getting that information as you are putting it across to me now. I will take my time and look at what exactly is happening in Delta State. But if they have done that, they are within their right to do so. They have the right. They have a right as citizens. They are citizens of Nigeria. They have freedom of association. They have freedom to do whatever thing they want to do within the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But moving forward, their defection doesn't affect the fact that PDP is existing as a party. Okowa was the running mate our presidential candidate in 2013. He was a former governor. But if today he has chosen to join the APC, fine and good. Sheriff, the current serving governor, is elected under the platform of the PDP. If today he has chosen to join the All Progressive Congress, fine and good. But the question we should be asking as Nigerians, are we better off today than where we were before 2015? What is the APC delivering to the country that is attacking our politicians? What actually is the All Progressive Congress delivering to the nation? What they are delivering today is killing. Go to Benue, go to Plateau, go to Borno. Terrorists have virtually taken over these states. Is it what is attracting our politicians, our leaders to the Progressive Congress? If you go to the northeast, you see banditry there. Is it what is attracting us? There is real hunger in the land. Is it what is attracting people to the Progressive Congress? Exchange rate is at the highest level. The country seems ungovernable as we speak. Is it what is attracting our politicians to the Progressive Congress? It is for Nigerians to answer these questions. Okowa has a single vote. Sheriff has one vote. They are free to move. But it is for Nigerians to choose what they will vote in 2027. To choose between hunger, to choose between death, and to choose between life. That is left for Nigerians. And for our politicians, our leaders, to switch over to the All Progressive Congress, that simply tells you the character of our leaders. What are they leading? They are leading their own stomach. They don't lead the people. Any patriotic Nigerian, patriotic leader today that is leading the people, leading the citizenry, won't go and join force with APC. Because APC is killing Nigerians. Nigerians are dying. But our leaders are going. What are they going there for? They are going there for their personal interest, personal survival, personal growth, and not the growth of the nation.
Okay. Now, this power play between the committees at the zonal and state level and the National Working Committee, whenever these headlines pop up in the media, what people usually speculate is that the FCT minister is a major player behind the scenes, pulling the strings. So I'd like to ask you directly, how much influence does Nyesom Wike have on the PDP?
Okay, let me give you the background to Ewor Wike before I talk about that. Ewor Wike, 99, won the election to be Obiakpo chairman under the PDP. He won the election in 2003, 2004. By 2007, he was chief of staff under a PDP government. By 2011, he was appointed a minister under PDP government. And he became the governor of Rivers State for 8 years under the PDP. And you know, for a man to be governor of Rivers State, you know how rich the state is. He has a lot of access to the state treasury. A lot of public funds is in his hand. And you know what they have turned the country into today? They have turned the country into bribery and corruption. Where the courts are compromised, the legislature is compromised, the police is compromised, all in the name of what? Money. Every Nigerian today has a crime. Once you present money, you can no longer think of the truth. The FCT minister has a lot of influence on the PDP today. We must admit that. We must admit, because he has access to public funds and is using that fund to destabilize the party. Beyond that, he is serving under the All Progressive Congress. And one of the cardinal goals of the All Progressive Congress is to kill the opposition. And the FCT minister is leading the war to kill the opposition. So he has public funds, he has funding from the All Progressive Congress, and he's busy killing the opposition. That is where exactly we are. If we say he do not have the influence there, it's a lie. We must admit. Because everybody today in Nigeria is looking for what to grab. That is the slogan today in Nigeria. Present body is checking the truth, checking the law. Imagine that the National Assembly had to pass a proclamation by voice vote. What does that? What signal does it send to you? Compromise. Imagine that before Supreme Court even read the judgment, the judgment of that judgment was in circulation all over the place. What does that tell you? It tells you compromise. FCT minister is leading the war to kill opposition on behalf of the All Progressive Congress, and they are funding him, and he has access to public money. That is exactly where we are today.
Okay. Now, you have admitted that the FCT minister has influence. And I'll take you back to what you said.
Yes.
What you said earlier when I told you that the current and former governors of Delta State have defected to the APC. Your response, of course, was that they both have one vote each. But they also have influence.
Exactly.
They also have influence. And that means they might be able to sway voters to favor the APC. And that could affect the APC, the PDP negatively.
What I told you, it is for Nigerians to decide. The hunger we are facing today is all of us that is facing it. The killing we are facing today is everybody that is a victim. The high exchange rate is all of us that is facing it. If Nigerian voters in Delta State, decide to follow Okowa and Sharif to vote for APC, what we are reaping today, they will repeat. We are suffering. It's not for only one person. And our voters need to change their attitude of following leaders that only concern for themselves and their families. Until our voters change their attitudes, we can't make any headway. The suffering today in the land affects everybody. The hunger today in the land affects everybody. If voters in Delta will follow Sharif and Okowa, the hunger will persist. The killing will persist. High exchange rate, high petroleum, cost of petroleum. They are there. What they're suffering today is the land. Okowa cannot feed beyond his family. Sharif cannot feed beyond his family. The masses of Delta State, if they choose to vote because Sharif is there, Okowa is there, they should vote. They will suffer. They will continue to suffer. We are suffering today because we have chosen to suffer. If during an election we reject the 5,000, the 10,000 our politicians give, we won't find ourselves, and they won't behave the way they are behaving. They won't behave the way they are behaving. The voters are the casualties. The PDP is not the casualty, it is the voters, Nigerian citizens.
Okay.
They can succeed today in killing the opposition. But what are they giving to Nigerians? That should be the question we'll be asking. If today you succeed in killing opposition, there should be no opposition. Nobody should run against you in 2027. Then what did you give Nigerians? What they give us is hunger, suffering, killing.
Okay.
Imagine that over 100 persons were killed in Plateau in just 6 or 7 days. Is that the dividends of democracy? People cannot afford one square meal today in Nigeria. People cannot pay school fees. People cannot move from one point to another. Cost of food stock is so high. If our voters choose to vote for all progressive Congress because our leaders are there, we will continue to suffer.
Okay, Dr.
That is my
Ewor.
position. It's not the PDP. PDP is a party.
All right.
The party is individuals, citizens that make up the party.
Okay, sir.
The opposition is key, and people vote because their leaders are there. They will continue to suffer. Their leaders can't feed them.
Okay.
Their leaders are concerned.
Your point has been made, sir. It's time for the listener to be a part of the conversation. We've been talking about the crisis in the PDP as the South-South Zonal Working Committee dissolved the Bayelsa and Edo committees. If you have any questions for my guests, this will be the best time to call. But I'm asking, can the PDP survive this crisis and remain competitive ahead of 2027? That's my question. The numbers to call are 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-903-06416. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Nigeria Info PH. You can watch, listen, and engage. Please turn off your radio as you call. Mr. Chairman, what's happening in PDP? Delta State's governor defected to APC today, and we're informed that 5 are already on their way, including Akwa Ibom. After the anticipated defection, do you think the party will still garner the muscle to contest the 2027 election? Victor from Egbema.
I've said it repeatedly. Yes, it's not about the party, it's about Nigeria.
Okay.
It's about Nigeria. Nigeria to vote. It's not PDP that will vote.
Okay.
If Nigerians choose to vote the All Progressive Congress, whatever the All Progressive Congress gives them, it's what they will have.
Okay, sir. Let's take some calls.
In Nigeria today, it's between life and death. If you choose life, you live. If you choose death, it's up to you.
Okay. Lebanon calls.
Today is not only PDP members.
Let me take some calls, sir. Let me take some calls. Lebanon calls from Yenogua. Good evening, Lebanon.
It's Mene Lebaton.
Lebaton, I apologize. Hold on. Dr. Ewor, can you hear the caller?
Yes, I'm hearing him.
Okay. Lebaton, please go ahead.
Hello. Can I go on?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Okay. I agree to your address and I sympathize with him. This is just the beginning. Because the governor of Rivers is almost joining the APC anymore from now. So I don't know why your guest is crying. Former governor of Rivers State, His Excellency, FCC Minister, Nelson Wike, is in charge. Whether you like it or not, he's in charge of PDP in South. And what you see in Yenegoa, Bayelsa today, you will see that is the beginning. It's personalized. The PDP is already personalized in Bayelsa and Edo State, whether I take it or not. That's what is going on now, right now. And Jostona has contributed to Bayelsa PDP. So you can't just push him alone like that, push him out. You remember when the State Working Committee suspended him? Whose power does the State Working Committee have to suspend a South-South committee member without passing through the War Congress, the World Expo, I mean to say? You understand me? So if you see what is happening in Bayelsa,
okay,
they say to manage the internal casting rocking the party.
All right. Thank you, Lebaton.
Tell me that the governor is the only leader of the party. The party comprises everybody, both from the war, from the unit.
All right. Thank you very much. I have to move on. I have others waiting. Ida calls from Nkoro. I've lost that call. Call back if you can. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-903-06416. Rumor has it that the River State governor is seriously planning to defect to APC. Please ask your guest his position. Well, he has answered that. Christian Williams. And Braid calls from OGRE. Good evening, Braid.
Greetings to you.
Good evening.
And greetings to Ewor. Yes, my name is Chief Comrade I am Braid.
Okay.
Yeah, when he was speaking, he said Nigeria 2027, Nigerians should look at themselves either to collect 5,000 or to vote for their conscience. I want to appeal to him that let us play politics with consciousness. And what is happening in Bayelsa and Edo State right now, how are they going to resolve this issue? That should be number one paramount way of me to ask him. And also, the issue between the FCT minister and our people. How far have they gone to resolve that matter before 2024? And also the matter of PDP State. Because I know that PDP has two sections in River State. How are they going to resolve it before 2027? Because a house that divided itself cannot stand. If they are divided like this, how did you think they can have a formidable opposition come 2027? That's my take. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Braid. Unfortunately, I have lost the call with my guest, but I will reconnect with him. And when I do, hopefully he can answer your question. Clinton from Bori. Hello, Clinton.
My friend, good evening, rather.
Good evening.
It is people like this that have prolonged the crisis in River State. You are acting as a PDP state chairman when we know that you don't have the capacity to do that. Yes, the internal wrangling in your party you've not resolved it. The same internal wrangling bedeviled the Delta State PDP. Other state PDP structures are also in crisis. Yet, you don't want to solve the problems facing rocking your party. But you're so much concerned in blackmailing Nigerians, saying that they collect 5,000 naira and vote against their conscience. What are you saying? We are playing politics here. No matter what you want to do now, President Tinubu is trying to resolve the challenge that Nigerians are facing.
Oh, my.
So what I want to do is for them to fall back home, and resolve their crisis and stop looking for who to blame for their crisis.
Okay.
Governor Tifubara is almost coming to APC. I wonder what he'll be doing next. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Clinton. Says stop blaming the APC and resolve your internal problems. Azunda, I'll be speaking with you in a matter of moments. Good afternoon. Sam Arokachinadu, your guest in the studio, says anybody working with the APC is not for Nigeria, but the governor of River State is openly campaigning for President Tinubu. He's not talking about it. Lovely from Big LLA says, please ask the guest, when he was in River State House of Assembly for a number of years, how many people in his local government did he empower, let alone to say he did this and that to others? Must you tell for free? The voice shouting today and saying they are only going for APC for their self and families. As for Ahuda East, as far as Ahuda East is concerned, he has no footprint as a project he can pinpoint during his time. That's from Lexi. Good evening. What was the motivation behind the move to APC? Nigerian politicians have demonstrated ineptitude. Their lack of concern for the masses is evident in the face of Nigeria's ongoing challenges. It is disturbing that some individuals continue to endorse APC's detrimental policies. All right, over to Azunda. Good evening, Azunda. I've lost that call. Hyacinth from Alu. Hello, Hyacinth.
Yes. Okay.
Very quickly, please.
The problem we have in Nigeria is far from what people sometimes look at. Like the previous elections that have been conducted, sometimes it's not by our votes, it's by their own making, which is always obvious to many people. Like if they want to deflect, go here or there. We Nigerians may not mind their deflection, but vote our mind. However, we pray that there will be someone who will do something that our vote will count in forthcoming election. If individuals' votes should count, wherever they reflect to may not matter during the election.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were done. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm trying to reconnect with my guest so that we can wrap up conversations, but it's proving difficult. I'm going to try one more time and hopefully we can end it.
On your number one talk station.
You get a daily dose of news trends.
Crisis averted in aviation sector after
I've reconnected with Dr. Ewor, and we have just 2 minutes left on the clock. You're welcome once again, sir.
Yeah.
There were a few questions asked, but they all point in the direction of what is the next step. Somebody said, how would the issues in the PDP be resolved, particularly the Wiki Atiku and the River State issue? Another says you should stop blaming the APC and resolve your internal issues. But it generally points to what is the next step to take to position the PDP in a good place ahead of the 2027 elections.
You see, this conversation about our nation, we just have to push it beyond the PDP and the APC. We have to push it to the point where what does Nigerians want? What is good for Nigerians? Because today, they are killing the opposition and we are clapping hands. We citizens. It is we citizens that are clapping hands. We citizens, we are clapping hands for our leaders. Our leaders that has not, between 1999 till now, delivered anything to the citizens. They have not delivered anything to us. Whether you are in FPC, you are in PDP, you are in AFGA, you are in any party, what have they actually delivered to citizens? It is high time the citizens rise up to the occasion and know that this country belongs to them. It's not about who is the president today or who is the next day. You cannot be president beyond 8 years. Even Shahu Buhari was here. He did not account. He has left. He will go. But we citizens will suffer. There is no single party or program. They change from one party to the other. They are still in the same alliance. They are the cause of the country. Can you hear me?
Okay.
The PDP has to enjoy the story in the afternoon and they say Monkey was laughing. In the night, the man doesn't have to go and sleep. That is what is going to happen to Nigerian citizens. We are talking today that PDP is dying. They are killing PDP. And tomorrow, when the ruling party will misbehave, you won't have who will talk for you, who will speak for you.
All right.
You won't have anywhere to run to.
We are out of time,
so
sir.
This country belongs to the citizens.
Okay.
Let them rise up to the occasion. It's not about who is governor today, who is leader tomorrow, who is president tomorrow. It's not about that. It's about it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate your time. Thank you. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, Conversations, the acting PDP chairman right here in River State, of course, speaking to the crisis rocking the party and speaking to citizenship rather than party politics. Well, there you have it. We wait, we watch, and as Nigerians, we definitely age because 2027 is next. Thanks for being a part of this part of the show. Coming up is the news updates. After that, they say River State ranks number 1 on the HIV scale. That's troubling. Stay with us.